Hey Sharon, how are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How's life?
Life's good. I saw Dune. I'm talking to you. This is fantastic. How could it get better? You know what I mean?
I'm loving your backdrop there, man. It's cool. You got a good
Oh,
setup
thank you.
going on.
You're welcome to come hang anytime. I love showing off all my nerd stuff. You know what I mean?
Woo!
So,
Deep, deep, deep. Cool, cool, cool.
listen,
Thank you for having me.
of course, I need to talk to you about this film and this experience because the movie itself is an experience. So, I
Wow.
want to hear. You're no stranger to big films. I'm sure you've been on massive sets and everything, but this one, they went above and beyond, and it comes through. So, I want to hear you. Like, what was the welcome to Dune moment where it all kind of like that surreal feeling, like whether it's who you're surrounded by or what you're surrounded by
Yeah.
or both.
For me, as you say, I've done a few projects, but it was only over a couple of days or a day of filming. This was a very long period of time, but I must say that the first day, day one, we were filming in the desert in a place called Wadi Rum in Jordan, and we'd done this whole drive to get there, gone to costume, get in another car to get there, and you turn a corner and there are sand dunes everywhere, and it's just immense. Everything is just on a vast, like proper, when you just go like, this is like being in the cinema already. So for me, seeing that alone and then getting out of the car and seeing the cast, and then one of the moments that I had my first scene with Jason Momoa. So I'm there getting ready. We've got these lovely little mini homes basically that we get ready in and we can stay cool in. And I'm outside just pottering around. Jason comes out of his car with his entourage and he walks towards me and he's walking at me from a distance, but then he gets bigger and then he gets bigger. And I just was like, is this going to stop? Because he's tall. He's a lovely guy. He's a great guy. So I'm looking up here and going, oh, this is what they're talking about. Because all my friends are like, oh my gosh, Jason Momoa, Jason Momoa. You're working with all these gorgeous human beings. But that was another moment aside from, and of course, the big moment was just being there in this vast, beautiful backdrop. But also, yes, meeting Jason Momoa for my first scene was quite extraordinary too, because he just
I love
doesn't stop growing somehow.
Aquaman leaving quite the impression. I love it. Your character is such a standout. I mean, one of my favorite parts of the film. She's a straight up hero, and I
Oh,
don't think anybody's going to argue that after they see it. I love that you got to play
yeah.
the part. I also love how I've looked at your social media channels, and you champion other people, which is
Oh.
clearly something you have in common with this character. So, with that in mind, I'd love to hear what your reaction was to learning the character's arc. And I don't want to spoil anything, but it really
Mhm.
was so heroic. So, what did that mean to you to get to play a character like that?
I mean, look, it's you. It's nice to be the bad guy. It's nice to be the vulnerable human being, but it's also nice to have somebody who straddles so many different worlds, who also can shapeshift and seeming to be one way to one part of the story and another to the good guys. Somebody who manages to inhabit all these different worlds quite confidently and stealth-like, and still really at the root of it all serve the main goal, which is to look after the planet. And so for me, that was just an exciting concept to just start to unpick. So I was all up for it, without a
I
doubt.
love it. Well, congratulations on a great part and a great film. And I could talk with you all day, but I got to let you go. Can't
Oh,
wait for the world to see Dune and hopefully more of it in the future. Thank you.
thank you very much. All the best.